I'm Rosalind Beresford, Regional Managing Director for Awin UK and Benelux. So I look after our UK and Benelux operations, so working really closely with our commercial and client services teams.
Yeah, thank you, Ros, for chatting to us today. Obviously, PI Live Europe is just next week. Awin are headline sponsors. We're delighted to have you sponsoring us. And I just wanted to ask you up front, what are you most excited about for PI Live Europe this year?
Oh, it's such a big event in the performance industry calendar. I think to me that the thing I'm most excited about is just a chance to reconnect with so many partners. I think it's the one chance in the year that you get everybody in the same space, having just really interesting conversations, talking about new innovations, learning new things from all the fantastic speakers. So I'm really excited about that. I'm also really excited about some of the more like coaching and softer side sessions that we have. I know Turn the Talk are doing some sessions. So I think it's really nice to expand some of the content and not just to be industry focused, but some of the other disciplines and skills that we all need to use. So I'm really excited to go to some of those sessions and to understand how that will help develop the conference even further.
Yeah, absolutely. And of course, your own session is something that is very exciting. So yeah. For your main session at PI Live this year, you've gone for a slightly unconventional approach with the blind date theme.
Yeah.
So could you tell us a little bit more about the goal of this session and why you decided to do it this way?
Yeah. So we are so excited about all the diversity that we see through the channel. It's something that I think's always been a part of the affiliate industry, but it really feels like in the last 12 to 18 months, we're seeing so many new types of partners come in and use our platform to connect with advertisers. We've done research in the past that shows the benefits to advertisers of really expanding the different types of partners that they work with and how that drives extra growth and gives them additional reach and new customers. And we wanted to create a session that was quite fun and light-hearted and people would remember. So the idea of the blind date theme, hopefully a few of us can remember that from back in the day, is to use that concept to understand how different types of publishers can support different advertiser needs and goals. And I think what's really interesting is even within the publishers themselves, we sometimes pigeonhole a publisher to be, oh, that can help with this part of my activity. So this can help with driving awareness or driving conversions or potential customer loyalty. And that's true. There are different partner types that are really great at those things. But actually what we're finding more and more is that even within one partner type or one partner, they can help at different phases of the clock as we look at it. So as opposed to the marketing funnel, at Awin we use this concept of the Awin clock and how there's a lot of activity going throughout the pre-purchase, post-purchase, and all the different elements of the customer journey. So it's to try and bring some of that to life, because it can be so many different types of partners, so many different types of strategies and solutions they can bring. It can be hard to navigate, and we want to make it as simple as possible, bring it to life, show how you can match make essentially in the blind date theme, partners and advertisers together. And it's something that's a big focus for us for our platform as well. So we've launched our new partner discovery platform that really tries to use some of these similar ideologies and a bit of fun and simplicity to really bring these different opportunities to life and to the forefront.
Awesome. Yeah, I love that. I love that really kind of creative way of looking at it with the Awin clock and the matchmaking scheme. Something I've not heard of before.
It should be good. We did a run through in the office last week, and it's hilarious. So I'm looking forward to it.
Yeah, I'll definitely be trying to go along to that one. And yeah, it should kind of sort of it's a way of sort of changing your perspective on partnerships, and kind of, you know, continuing with that theme. You know, Awin itself has been making some changes within the business. So I kind of wanted to find out a little bit more about those from you. What do they entail, and what does it mean for your customers?
Yeah, so we have done a lot of work over the last couple of years to try and really understand who our customers are. And there's a lot of them. and you can't all place them all into one bucket. So you might think, oh, you're working in the affiliate marketing industry, you want to use the different partners as an acquisition channel, but there's so many different types of businesses that we work with and different needs that they have. So from a micro SME that's just starting out and really wants to use the channel to test some early ideas, to really make it cost effective, to these huge enterprise brands that might be spending millions in the channel, really mature strategies. They need different types of tools and technologies, different types of service. So our previous version of the platform, it's kind of more of, I suppose, a one size fits all, and it adapted to try and meet the different needs of all these different types of partners. And we realized that actually that wasn't giving everybody exact flavors of how they could really make the most of us. And we were making quite a bit of decisions on their behalf about what technology they might need or what service they might need from us. So the launches that we've had recently with our new platform plans, there's a lot of functionality that's similar across all three, and this partner discovery platform is a good example of that. There's some core fundamentals like great tracking, great partners, that all needs to be there for everybody, but it's some of the things that sit on top of that. So some of the communication tools, commissioning tools, reporting, actually you don't need the most advanced version of all of that if you're just starting out. You need to be really simple, really quick. Let's get the job done, let's get out there and let's go and let's test. Whereas a big enterprise brand needs something that's quite different, that's really customized to them, that's looking at all these different data points, that gives them lots of flexibility over different commissioning strategies. And that's what our new program and platforms bring. It gives those customers choice and control over how they work to us. And I think we're really excited about the benefits that brings in terms of the speed that people can use the platform. Small companies aren't going to get overwhelmed by things that are maybe too much, but then we've got that complexity for the customers that really need it, and they really need it to drive forward.
Definitely, yeah. I think it's a really exciting thing, that kind of flexibility that's on offer. And I know we're really excited to see how it's going to play out in the wild with partners. And you kind of mentioned sort of some of the new partner types, and I was curious what specifically they might be and which ones you're noticing at the moment.
Yeah, there's so many, but I suppose they can be grouped into a few different sort of categories. So we've seen a lot of growth in the influencer space, which has been really exciting. And I think we've done a lot of work with the influencer platforms to make sure that it's as easy as possible to have affiliate links embedded within there. So that's kind of one area that we're seeing a lot of growth. We're seeing a lot of growth within the umbrella term of what we call technology partners, but within that, there's quite a few different companies and different types of technology that would sit in there. We're seeing a lot of growth with the media houses. So Immediate Media is one of the ones that's going to be on our blind date panel. And they're really leaning into the channel and really embracing the speed and the access to advertisers they can get with some of their content to make sure it's really dynamic and they can get sort of the connections up and running really quickly. Brand partnerships and brand partners is a huge area of growth that you've probably heard us talk about before, but that's really accelerating in the number of brands that are now using the platform to connect with each other. And that's almost as diverse as the different types of brands that would work in the space. So lots of travel brands now in the space, lots of retailers, seeing some really lovely connections between our brands going through there. So that's, I suppose, the main categories. We're also seeing more in what we'd categorize as CSS. So the content shopping partners, that's a huge area of growth, and one that particularly smaller SMEs find it's a fantastic, useful way to go in and start to use the Google shopping services to get up and running really quickly. So yeah, lots across lots of different areas.
Awesome. Yeah, and hopefully that kind of flexible approach will just make it even easier for people to partner up with all of these different kinds of partners.
Yeah, exactly. We really tried to make our new partner discovery platform just really clear, labeling partners really clearly, really bringing them to life. It's a much more intuitive, visual, almost social style platform, the way that people can find and partner different types of publishers. So it is a little bit like Tinder for the online marketing world. So I think that's sort of why we're leaning into this blind date and the matchmaking.
Yeah, the blind date works well as a theme.
Exactly.
And finally, I just wanted to ask why Awin chose to sponsor the event this year.
I suppose similarly to to how I mentioned, I'm so excited about it personally. It's such a big event in the performance marketing industry calendar. It's a chance to connect with existing partners, to find new partners. There's so much exciting content. I think we really see ourselves as a leader in the field, and we want to make sure that we've got a great big presence at an event that we see so important to the industry.